So, project time at Corrugated Lifestyle. Now the covers are off, summer started. I've been promising to get on with a project that I was thinking about, to put in that little gap there, just in between the sky pond, am I pointing in the right direction? Sky pond, and the outside, so looking at where I'm pointing, and the outside of the wall. So the idea is, what I've always wanted to do is fit a water feature to the pond, because it's quite, there's not a lot happening around the pond. Until the sky pond went on, there was not a lot happening. I love little waterfalls, little trickly waterfalls into the pond. And I was looking around for a number of manufacturers, and somebody popped up and said, we got one of them, would you like to trade? And I was like, yeah, sure. So remember a little while ago, I had this box that said, do not open until the covers are off. Well, now they're off. But then a second box arrived. So I've got two boxes. So hopefully I've got two options. Now I've opened the first box, I know what's in that one. In the second box, I think it's similar to the first box, but obviously, look, the sizes are a lot different. So what I'm hoping they've done is sent me two examples of the same thing, but different, so I can kind of compare. And I think one of them's going to be the electric or solar, and the other one's going to be electric. Let's get them opened and find out. So let's start with the original box, because that's the first one we had. Let's just move this to one side for a moment. So let's concentrate on box one. I can't remember how I opened this last time. Usual destructions. Anyway, we'll use them when it breaks. Some brushes. Shitting. Little bag with stuff in. Sponge. Whoop, dropped it. Fittings. A pump, because we need one of them. Oh, on, off. Up, down, back to front. It looks like an extendery thingery on it. Pipe. Let's hope this pipe is going to be long enough to get from the top to the bottom of my pond. Okay, this must be the... Anyway, there's a big metal box. And some solar panels. Let's put them on there. So we don't break them, don't box. So contents of box one. So one box at a time, because I don't want to get mixed up with what's up in box one, mixed up with box two. So let's do box one first, get this set up, hopefully get it fired up, and then see what happens. And then do box two. So my original plan was to move the sky pond from there to here. Tick. So I want to put something in here, because at the moment I've still got these pipe lines sort of showing, and I wanted a little water feature in the pond. So I don't know how big these things are, but we're going to try to fit one. Hello, sausage. We're going to try to fit one of the waterfalls here and the other one next to it, just to compare it, if they'll fit. If not, I'll probably just put one around the corner or something. But so let's get box one done, see if we can put something together, put it in the water, get it fired up, and then see how it goes. Because the sun's out, so the panels should work. Right, so the instructions say that this is part of the waterfall. Now, it's quite a deep one, so I'm wondering if I can put some media in the bottom of this. If the water goes in there and comes out outside here. Let's go and check where it fits. Right, it does fit down the back, so this will be interesting. Right, so one of my concerns, and didn't tell me how deep the pond was, is that this pipe, I don't know if it's long enough to go to the bottom of the pond where the pump will be, up to the top of this unit, so let's have a look. Oh, what a result. It could be long enough. But has the pump to the solar got enough cable? It may have. Right, so first of all, it says the instructions say I've got to attach this blade to the side of there with some glue. So where's that glue gone? Little tub of glue. High quality, crystal clear, neutral, elastic component adhesive. Okay, good. go, we're in. Right, stage 2. Attach piping to end of box. Check. Right, so we've had to come to another day because when I was doing the filming last night, it started chucking it down. Unfortunately, the weather in the UK at the moment is so hit and miss. Only, well, a week or so ago, we were having a drought. It was sunny all the time, no rain. Now it's on and off rain and UK weather. So let's get back to box number 1. So what did we do last night? So to be honest, it's allowed the glue to go off in that box that I set up. So that's pretty good there. So not a major loss there. I also had a look around of how we were going to best put the solar panels. Got a little idea of that one as well. So all looking good at the moment. Let's just see if it's all going to work. So let's get back to fitting it up and see what happens. Right, so for the purpose of just setting this thing up, I'm not going to fix it to anything. I'm just going to literally just sort of balance it on the edge. And it looks deep enough to have enough water in to hold it there anyway. So let's hope it does hold it all right. Right, looks like I've got some sort of a little adjuster on the end here, where you can plus or minus it. So I want it full plus, full bore, flat out. Right, let's chuck it in the water. Right, so there's plenty of pipe to go into the drink. I mean, loads of pipe. I suppose I could have even cut some of this off, but I don't want to start adjusting stuff until I've got it up and running and see how it goes. So, pumps in the water. I've just got to find somewhere to plug it into now. So my intention is to put the solar panels up on the roof of the shed. It's a big, wide, open space, and it's okay. It's not south facing, but the sun gets it all the way across the other side, so it should have maximum use of the sun. But how am I going to fit it on there? I'm going to put it up there first, see if it works, and then see if we can fit them. Right, I've decided to put a bat on, just a piece of wood, to stop the whole thing sliding off the roof, because A, I didn't want to fix it to the roof because in winter I want to take it off. B, it's a shed with one of these, you know, waterproof roofs on it, and I don't want to start drilling into that or fixing into that because of leaks. So I'm just going to put a bat on the edge so that it can't slide off the shed. But then I've got to get the wire to it. It's getting more interesting. Right, let's get it plugged in and fired up. The only thing is the sun keeps going in and out, so this will be interesting to see how much power it actually generates when the sun's gone in. I don't know. Right, for some unknown reason, I plug it in, it fires up, and starts to fill that for literally a couple of seconds, and it stopped. So, it's in direct sunlight now, it can't be any direct than that. I've unplugged it a couple of times, plugged it back in, and when I plug it in, it kind of starts the pump, but then stops again. So I've raised the pump up a little bit because I needed more wire to get from the pump down past and up and onto the roof. And it still does exactly the same. Don't know. Right, I've no idea why, but it's only come on. Daughter came in actually and said, is anything blocked in the pipes? But it's brand new, so it couldn't be feeling blocked in the pipes. I did move the pipes around a little bit and then it fired up. The only thing is it's very tall, isn't it? I don't know, what do you think? Comment below. Right, I've had an idea. I'm going to open box 2 now to see what's in box 2. Because if it's the same thing but different, then, I don't know, let's just go and have a look. Right, let's have a look in box 2 then. Construction manual as usual, yep. More pipe, okay, yes, expected. Oh, this must be another tray. So this is like, oh, well, that's small, look at that. That's like, oh man, is that better or what? And then that goes on there. More of that glue in a bag. Some connectors on pump. Right, so this is the electrical one. Because, oh dear. That's not British. Oh, that's not a UK thing, is it? Oh, that could be annoying. Ah, wait a minute. I have an idea. As supplied, I found these in what, a Cactually box. Cactually, the people that make water testing. So much easier. Yes, look at that. Thank you, Cactually. Right, so my idea is this. I'm not going to get them both fired up and next to each other. What I am going to do is I'm going to glue this box, glue the new box out the smaller box together. So it looks like that but smaller, and I'm going to unplug that one and plug this one in and then decide which one I keep. And the one I don't keep, I'm going to give away on the channel because I haven't used it. It'll be new apart from the box. That seems fair enough, doesn't it? What do you reckon? Comment below. Right then, what do you think? The taller one or the shorter one? The only thing is, there is a problem when the sun is out full. Now I've turned the pump right down, but I'll show you what the problem is when the sun is on full sun, full bore. See, on full sun, the pump's going flat out and it's actually losing water over the side here. Look at that. And that's with the pump turned right down. So that's a shame, isn't it? Because to be honest, I prefer the little box rather than the big one. I think do something else with the big one. But yeah, as soon as the sun comes full out, it's literally water's just pouring over the side. You know, I couldn't leave this. I wouldn't dare leave this running all the time.
A few moments later.
Right, I've just put the bigger one back on. I can see me doing lots of faffing around with this, and it's perfect. You know, it's perfect. This one doesn't leak over. The only thing is for me, it's too tall. I want it a little bit lower, at least sort of 4 or 5, maybe 6 inches lower. Because it's kind of just sitting on the edge. I've got an idea. Right, I'm in the man cave, as you can see. It's lovely outside, and I've come in the man cave. The reason I've come in the man cave is I've had a brainwave. Scary, but anyway, I've had an idea. Like I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this taller one because the smaller one just isn't working properly. Maybe I need the other pump, but I personally would rather have the solar power. Free power. Can't fault that. And B, what do, is I haven't got to try to wire it in anywhere with the plug. So, and also I haven't got to keep turning it off, turning it on, or get a timer, or it just seems a bit more complicated having the plugged one. So instead of it sitting on the side like it did first, I'm going to sink it down a little bit so it doesn't look like it's just teetering on the edge. So I've got myself a couple of brackets that I'm going to fit onto the back of this like that, and then I'm going to screw it to the side, and hopefully it holds it in and it doesn't topple it in. But these are pretty good brackets. These are old. These are the brackets when you get a new set of drawers or something, you get these brackets that you hang, that bit goes to the wall and that bit goes to or the other way around. I don't know. Anyway, this is what these are for. So I found 2 of these, and I'm going to drop it down 6 inches. No, I'm going to drop it down the other way around. So it's going to be going down around about 7.5 inches into the water. So it's a little bit taller than the smaller one, but it's 7 inches lower in the water. So let me get this drilled, and you'll see what I mean when I've done it. I'm just going to get 2 holes drilled in here, and then get these level and then put it on. Right, so the idea is I'm going to actually suspend it in the water. I'm going to take it just off the lip and drop it down, because bear with me on this one. The smaller one fits, but isn't quite tall enough for what I wanted. And also it was overflowing water over the side. Obviously I was using the other pump. I haven't used the one out of the second box, but which is for this. And I'm not going to, because I want solar. I don't want stop plugging in and stuff, and I've explained that already. So I've got these brackets, and I'm going to fit the bracket on the back of there, like thus, and then screw it to the coping, which is wooden, and hopefully that's just going to sort of be hanging over the edge. I've got enough to adjust stuff. And I've just drilled some holes in these, and I've just repainted over the bits I've just drilled, because obviously you're going to be sitting underwater. And another good thing is because it's underwater, I'm going to put a little rubber grommet on, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, because it's underwater anyway. So if it leaks, it just leaks back into the pond, because it's underwater-ish, or it's in the water. It doesn't matter if it leaks. Anyway, while this is drying, because I put the paint on, I've got something else I want to show you. I bought myself some lights for my parasol, for my umbrella. Solar ones again, and apparently all you do is you sort of hook them onto the inside and then point it at the sun, and when it goes dark they turn on. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, to fit into there, I'm going to put these on. I got them off Amazon. I think about £12, 12 English pounds. I'll leave the link in the description below if you want some to try put on your parasol, but I put them on. I think the sun's gone in now, so I'm not sure how charged it'll be, but we'll turn them on at night time and I'll show you what they look like. There we go, well done, that didn't take too long. 72 LED lights, all done by a little solar thing at the side, you can see it there. Little solar box, just you flick it on, when it goes dark they come on. Provided you with all the cable ties as well to put it up. I'll put it in the description below. You've got a parasol? Let's see. Let's see what it looks like at the end of the video when it's dark. Right, let's get back to doing this while there's still some sun on those solar panels, so we can see if it works or not. So the little brackets I've got are going to go in the back with these little nuts and washers and stuff that I found in the garage. So get this fitted, get it hung on there and have a look. Right, let's get this fitted before the sunlight runs out, because it's still, I mean, it's what, 5:45 now? Sun's still on the top, so I'm going to get this fitted. Right, all we're going to do now is get it screwed in to the side, and I hope it's the right height and stuff, because we've still got sun on the panels here. So I'm rushing along, but I don't know, let's see how this goes. I'm just about to screw it back onto the side again and then get it fired up. Right, so what a cracking tool this. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm chuffed to bits with that. Yeah, chuffed to bits. But I've not used box 2, as you've noticed. I've used box 1 and adjusted it to how I wanted it to be. So box 2, I think in the next couple of videos, I'm going to box it up and then give it to you. If you want it, I'll give it to you as a competition. So I'll put a competition together for somebody out there to win it. To win box 2, which is the smaller one with the electric motor on. Why not? I'm not going to use it, so I'm sure you'll maybe find a need for it or use for it. So the goods and bads of these things, yeah, loads of that stuff all over your hands. Yeah, you have to wear a glove when you do that. Apart from that, no major problems. I think when the solar panel didn't work, that was me kinking the pipes, and I unkinked them and then it started working again. You know, the sun's just about going down now, and it is lowering off, so it looks like overnight when it's dark, it's going to be off. Suits me. And then in the daytime, when the sun's back out, it'll kick back in again. Yeah, chuffed to bits with that. I've always wanted like a little waterfall or a water feature or something, but it's kind of difficult when you've got a raised pond to put something, apart from, like, say I had the sky pond. One thing I have seen though is that when it's at full chat, when the sun is out fully, is because all the water's cascading into the water and it's next to the sky pond, little bubbles are coming up into the sky pond. So if that would slowly empty the sky pond, I think. But I'll have to keep an eye on that. So thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, ding the bell for notifications, because lots more videos to come, and share to all your friends. Thanks very much for watching. Click that like, because it makes all the difference to the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching. Quip-on Lifestyle with a brand new fountain. Look at that. Comment below, see what you think. What do you think? What do you think? Comment below. Comment. Thanks very much for watching. Quip-on Lifestyle.